Hello, and welcome back to English Topics for You podcast. I'm so happy you are here with me today. If you're a student or a businessman or a job worker, this video is very important for you. So, I'm Zayn, and today we're going to learn 5 powerful money rules from the famous book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a slow, natural pace. Okay? Rule number 1. Don't work for money. Make money work for you. Rule number 2. Learn financial education. Rule number 3. Buy assets, not liabilities. Rule number 4. Mind your own business. And last, rule number 5. Work to learn, not just to earn. If you are a student, a beginner, or someone learning English, this video is for you. I will speak slowly and clearly. I will use simple words, and I will explain everything in an easy way. This is not just about English. It's about learning how money works, how rich people think, and how you can change your future. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Rule number 1. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Let's understand this step by step. Most people think like this: I need money, so I will find a job. I will work hard. I will get a salary. Then I will pay my bills. This is what Robert Kiyosaki calls poor dad's thinking. Poor Dad believed that the only way to get money is to work hard for it every month, every year. But Rich Dad thinks differently. Rich Dad says, don't just work for money. Learn how to make money work for you. This means don't only depend on a salary. Use your money to build assets. Let your assets give you money, even when you're not working. What does it mean to make money work for you? It means using your money to grow more money, automatically. Let's look at the difference. Poor Dad goes to work every day, gets paid once a month. If he stops working, he gets no money. He is stuck in the rat race: work, earn, spend, repeat. Rich Dad builds assets like rental houses, businesses, or stocks. These assets pay him money every month. Even if he stops working, his money keeps growing. Think like this. Instead of saying, I want a job that pays me well, say, I want to build something that pays me, even when I sleep. Simple example. Imagine 2 friends, Ali and Sarah. Ali gets a job and earns $1,000. He spends all of it on clothes and food. At the end of the month, he has 0 money. Sarah also earns $1,000, but she saves $200 and uses it to buy a camera. Then she starts a YouTube channel and earns $50 every month from ads. After a few months, the camera earns her more than her job. That's how Sarah made her money work for her. Rule number 2. Learn financial education. Robert Kiyosaki says, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep and how smartly you use it. Most schools teach math, science, and history, but they don't teach us about money. That's why many smart students grow up, get good jobs, but still struggle with money. What is financial education? Financial education means understanding how money works, learning how to save, invest, and grow money, knowing how to manage risk and protect your money. This is what Rich Dad focused on. He taught Robert how to be smart with money, not just earn it. Poor Dad said, go to school, get a degree, get a good job. But Poor Dad didn't know much about saving, investing, or taxes. He earned a good salary, but had money problems. Rich Dad said, you don't need to be a genius. You need to be financially educated. He believed that even small money can grow if you use it wisely. Key topics in financial education: assets and liabilities, income and expenses, savings and investments, real estate and business, taxes and debt. These topics may sound difficult, but don't worry. You can learn them step by step, just like you're learning English, one word at a time. Simple example. Imagine two friends, Zara and Umar. Zara earns $500 every month. She knows nothing about money. She spends it all on food, fun, and new clothes. Her money is gone fast. Umar also earns $500, but he learns about saving and investing. He saves $100 and puts it into a small online course to learn skills. Later, he uses that skill to make extra money online. Same salary, but different results. Why? Because Umar used financial education. The message is, don't just earn money, learn how to use money smartly. Even if your English is simple, you can still learn financial education in any language. Rule number 3, buy assets, not liabilities. Robert Kiyosaki says, the rich buy assets, the poor and middle class buy liabilities, but they think they are assets. This is one of the most important money lessons in the entire book. If you understand this rule, your whole financial life can change. First, let's understand two simple words: asset and liability. What is an asset? An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. It gives you money again and again. Examples of assets are a rental house that gives you monthly rent, a business that makes profit, stocks or shares that give you dividends, or a YouTube channel that earns from ads. Assets help you grow your money even when you're not working. What is a liability? A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. It costs you money again and again. Examples of liabilities: a car loan. You pay for fuel, insurance, repairs. A big house. You pay tax, maintenance, electricity. Credit card debt. Expensive clothes or gadgets that lose value. Liabilities look good, but they don't help you grow wealth. What's the problem? Many people think they are buying assets, but they are actually buying liabilities. They buy a big house and say, "This is my biggest asset." But every month, the house takes money from them, not gives money. Rich Dad says, don't be fooled. Buy real assets that give you money. Simple example. Meet two friends, Hina and Faraz. Hina gets a bonus of $1,000. She buys a new iPhone. It looks great, but it loses value. It costs her more money later. That's a liability. Faraz also gets $1,000. He buys a used camera and starts a part-time photography business. Now he makes $200 every month from photo shoots. That's an asset. It puts money in his pocket. Same money, different choices. One bought a liability, one built an asset. So what should you do? Don't buy things just to look rich. Buy things that help you become rich. Every time you want to buy something, ask, will this give me money or take my money? If it takes your money, it's a liability. If it gives you money, it's an asset. Why is this important? If you work for a company, you build their dream. If you start something of your own, you build your future. Even if your business is small, it's yours. And when it grows, your income grows too, without needing a boss. Simple example. Meet Ahmed and Sana. Ahmed works in an office. He's a good employee. He gets paid monthly, but all his time and energy go into his boss's business. If the company fires him, he has nothing of his own. Sana also works in an office, but after work, she runs a small online shop. She sells handmade jewelry on Instagram. At first, she makes only $50 a month, but in 6 months, she earns $500 without quitting her job. That's minding your own business. Sana is building something that's hers. If her job ends, her business still gives her income. Small ideas can grow. Start a YouTube channel, sell a service online, write an ebook, teach a skill, start a small blog or shop. It may look small now, but it can grow into a big asset. Remember, rich people build things. Poor people only work on things. Rule number 5, work to learn, not just to earn. Robert Kiyosaki says, don't work only for money, work to gain skills. Skills will make you rich. Let's understand this slowly. Many people ask, how much will I get paid? What's the salary? They focus only on money, not on what they will learn. But Rich Dad said, you should focus on the skills you will learn from a job, not just the salary. Poor Dad believed in job security. He said, find a stable job, stay there for life, get a pension. But Rich Dad believed in learning from different experiences. He said, change jobs, try different fields, learn marketing, sales, investing, leadership. Why? Because when you learn more skills, you become more valuable. And when you become more valuable, you make more money in the long run. Think of it this way. If you work only for money, you become dependent on the job. If you work to learn new skills, you become independent and create your own opportunities. Simple example. Meet Bilal and Aisha. Bilal gets a high-paying job in data entry. He types all day. Same work, every day. He earns money, but he doesn't learn new skills. Aisha joins a small startup. The pay is low, but she learns how to talk to clients, manage teams, run ads, and create content. In 1 year, she knows 5 new skills. Now, she starts her own online business and earns more than Bilal. She worked to learn, not just to earn. Key message: choose jobs, internships, or side hustles that teach you valuable skills like selling, speaking, writing, budgeting, leadership, problem solving. These are real money-making skills in any country, any job, any language. 1. Don't work for money. Make money work for you. 2. Learn financial education. 3. Buy assets, not liabilities. 4. Mind your own business. 5. Work to learn, not just to earn. Now you know the 5 money rules from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You're thinking smarter, you're learning English, you're growing step by step. But before we end, I want to leave you with a question. What if I told you there's one secret lesson that's not in the book, A rule that Robert Kiyosaki followed silently all his life, but never said out loud. A rule that is more powerful than money, more powerful than assets, and the real reason why some people become rich even if they start with nothing. What is that secret rule? I'll share it in the next video, The Secret Money Rule Rich People Follow but Never Teach. You won't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe, click the bell, and keep practicing English every day. You're not just learning a language, you're learning a new way to think, speak, and live. This is Zayn from English Topics for You podcast. See you in the next episode.